Hello friends, today's topic is data handling and this is the fourth part of the chapter data handling. So let's see what new we are going to learn today in this chapter. And in this chapter we are going to learn about the bar graph, as we are already familiar with the bar graph, as we already studied bar graph in the previous classes also. Then also let us see what are the concepts or what are the things that we are going to learn today based on the bar graph in this video. So let us start the video over here. So the first sum based on the bar graph over here is use a bar graph figure that is given over here to answer the following questions. Based on the bar graph, we have to answer the following questions, as we are studying these things from last 2 to 3 previous classes. I think you all might be able to answer it very easily, but then also let us start with the basic concept for the student, those who have forgotten to or unable to understand this concept in the previous classes. So let us begin with the basic of the bar graph over here. What is to be said? What is the most popular pet? Which is the most popular pet? As we can see the bar graph, what is to be said as bar graph? This axis is already told, always told as x-axis, and this axis is y-axis. This is the basic of the bar graph. I think you all might be knowing. And here scale should also be written, but here in this bar graph scale is not written, but we should write the scale is of two pets. Two pet scale is taken 1 centimeter. 1 centimeter equals to 2 pet. This is the scale taken over or taken in the bar graph drawn over here. I think you all might be able to get it. So this was the basic of the bar graph we have learned. So let us try to answer the question based on the bar graph. So first question is, which is the most popular pet? And these are the bars. That means dogs are 8 pets of dog are there, 12 pet of cat are there, 12 are there. Similarly over here it is 2. Here it is between 4 and 6, that means it is 5. And similarly over it is 2 and 4, then here it is 3. So I am writing over 3 are there here, and here 5 are there, here 2 are there, here. How many pets are there, girls? Sorry, cats. How many cats are there over here? We can see, so 10 cats are over here. And how many dogs are here? 8 dogs are there. So I hope you all might be getting it till this step. Now, which is the most popular pet? So 10 cat is the most popular pet, we can say, because 10 people are having pet as cat. So cat is owned by 10 people. 10 people. So cats are owned by, cat is owned by 10 people. So it is the most popular pet. I hope you all might be getting it. So let us begin with the next, that is B. This was A. How many students have dog as a pet? How many students have dog? So 8 students have dog as their pet. So this was the easier type of question. I hope you all might be getting it, and it was very easier to understand. So let us begin with the next sum for the day. So the next paragraph over here is, read the bar graph which shows the number of books sold by a bookstore during 5 consecutive years. Years are given 89, 90, 91, 92, 93. 5 consecutive years are given. Answer the following questions. Now, before answering the following questions, what is the basic thing? This axis, we are knowing that this is x-axis and this axis is y-axis. So don't forget about the basic concept. And scale is already written over here. So no need to mention or write the scale, as it is already written. Scale is 1 unit equals to 100 books. So the numbers of the books written over here would be in the distance of 100. 0 to 100, 100 to 200, 200 to 300, 300 to 400, 400 to 500 and 600. So the difference between the two individual books written over here is 100. That's why we are writing that the scale of 100 books we are going to take in this question. I hope you all might be getting it. This was the basic concept of the question number 2. Now let us answer the question based on that. About how many books were sold in 1989, 1990 and 1992. So answer for the first question over here is, how many books were sold in 1989. In 1989 we can say that near about 175 books is to be 175 books were sold. How many books were sold, friends? 175 books were sold in 1990. 475 books were sold. 475 books were sold. So I am writing like this. In 1992, how many books were sold? So let us see. In 1992, 275 books were sold. How many books? 275 books were sold. I hope you all might be getting it, friends. So friends, if you like the content, don't forget to share and subscribe to my channel. So let us begin with the next sum based on this paragraph over here. So let us start with the second sum. So for the students, those who are capable of solving by their own, pause the video and try to solve the remaining three sums by your own, as I am going to solve the remaining three sums over here for your convenience only. So if you are capable, try to pause the video and try to solve by your own, and later by that you can, after solving it, you can check your answers by continuing the video. So what is the second question? In which year were 475 books were sold? As we have written just now, only in 1990 475 books were. This is second one. In 1990 475 books were sold. I hope you all might be getting it, friends. Similarly, about 225 books sold. In which year? Same thing is to be said. In which year 225 books were sold? That was the only thing that we have written previously also. So in 1992 we can say, in 1992, same question we are doing. In 1992 225 books were sold. So this was the answer for question number 2. Only these two things were being asked, so that I am writing over here. I hope you all might be getting it, friends. So yes, one thing we have not done over here as we have done in the previous sum was that writing the values for each and every bar graph. What is the value for 1989? It is 175. For 1990 it is 475. For 1991 we can say that it is 325. For 1992 we have written just now that it is 225. Yes, and for 1993, we can say it is 600 books. I hope you all might be getting it, friends. So let us begin with the third sum for the day. So friends, if you like the content, don't forget to share and subscribe to my channel, and if you are capable of solving by your own, pause the video now and try to solve the remaining two questions based on this bar graph by your own. I am solving third question based on this bar graph now. In which years where fewer than 250 books were sold? In which year fewer than 250 books were sold? 2 year we can find, that is 1989 and 1992. In 1989 175 books were sold, and in 1992 225 books were sold. So in year 1989, third one I am writing, in 1989 and 1992 fewer than 250 books were sold. I hope you all might be getting it. So this was the easier type of sum. So if you are capable of solving the fourth sum by your own, now pause the video and try to solve the fourth question based on this bar graph by your own, as I am solving that over here. So let us make it a little bit colorful by changing the color of pen. So fourth one, can you explain how would estimate the number of books sold in 1989? How I have estimated the number of books sold in 1989 as 175. As we can see, it is greater than 100, so 100 I have written directly. Now the bar is greater than what? More than half, we can say. That means we are dividing this into two parts. This over here, this I have divided into two equal parts, and this part would be what? 125, and this would be 175. Yes, friends. So we can, by this we can say, that means dividing the lines between 100 and 200 into four parts, we can see that three parts are being covered over here. You can see three parts are covered. How three parts are covered? Because the line passing is till three parts are covered. Part 1, 2 and 3 you can see. So that means 3 by 4th of 100 is to be covered. That's why I assume 100 plus 3 by 4th. 4 1s are 4, 25 are 25, 3s are 75. So 175 books are there in 1989. In this way we have assumed and got the answer for question number 2, and explained in detail how I have estimated the value of 1989 as 175. I hope you all might be getting it, friends. So if you like the content, don't forget to share and subscribe to my channel. So let us begin with the next paragraph over here. Yes, so let us begin with the bar graph over here. Now, as I am having lack of space, that's why I am going to make little bit smaller image so that we can get the idea. That's why I am taking this axis or at the corner as which axis it would be there. It would be definitely y axis. Now I am taking this axis as, yes, exactly I am getting, yes. So this was the y axis and this is the x axis, and now I have covered. So mark it as like this. So here it is 0, it is to be mentioned, and this axis we know this is x axis, and this axis we know this is y axis. We all know, as we already drawn bar graph in our previous classes and learned how to draw the bar graph also. I hope you all might be getting it. So this was the thing. Now the next thing we need to think is about the scale. So scale will take as, instead of watching over here, numbers are 90, 95, that means 5 gap is there. That means by the middle point we can, or the middle of the bar graph, we can assume that it would be 5. So scale of 10 I am taking 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. In this way I am writing. So here I will write scale 1 centimeter equals to 10 what, 10 children. So this would be my scale for the bar graph as it is written over here. I have written over here for you, your convenience only, that how to draw and write these things in bar graph. So you will write the scale over here in the top right corner. So again I am marking over here so that you can find it easier. You will write the scale in the top right corner over here of the bar graph. Because of the lack of space I am writing like this. I hope you all might be getting it. So now after doing this we have to just draw the graph, and the bar graph is already drawn. Yes, one more thing that is to be left over here is we have to write which axis indicate which thing. So here on the x-axis classes to be indicated. What it should be indicated? Class, because based on the classes it is to be classified class 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th and 9th. So here I will mark class and we have to put the arrow like this, and here number of students I will write. But I will write number of children, number of children, and here arrow like this. I hope you all, and that is the thing that is to be mentioned over here, you can see. Yes friends, so that you can get the idea. That's why I have taken bar graph over here, otherwise the answer is to be drawn over here. I have just written the answer over here so that you can get the idea that how to draw bar graph in your graph book. I hope you all might be getting it. This would be the thing. Now we have to just mark. I am marking which I can mark. Yes, 10th I can mark because I have drawn till 10th only, because I am having lack of space. That's why I can show you for class 10th only, but otherwise remaining are drawn over here. You can see and get the idea. So for grade 10th or for class 10th I am drawing over here so that we can get the idea. Here I will write 10th, and in 10th we can find that it is 80 students are there. So I will mark graph like this. Yes, till this point. Now again till this, from this point to this point. Now afterwards what we are supposed to do, we'll just make and join them. So this is the graph, this is the graph that will indicate that 80 students are there. Similarly for 90 also we can do. Let us mark 90 over here. So let us assume that the topmost is for the 90. So for, you have to leave one space for each box, but I am having lack of space, that's why I am leaving more so that we can get more ideas. So I am for drawing for 90 over here, that is 9th standard, NINTH, 9th one. Yes friends, you have to keep in the mind that the class should be mentioned, that is to be given in the question. You cannot change the name. This is the basic thing you have to keep in the mind. So for the 9th also I have done. Now we will join this. Sorry, it was for, I have drawn for 80 because for 90 it is till upside. No worry, we can draw from pencil also. We can continue from here to here. So for the 90th, 9th, 90 students are there. I have drawn like this. I hope you all might be getting it. In this way for each and every class you can draw. So I think that you now are capable of drawing by your own in the graph book. So let us begin and understand the whole thing and answer for this bar graph or the bar graph solution is already being there in our slide. So let us understand and try to solve the question based on the bar graph over here. So bar graph is to be drawn, you all can see, and how to draw I have explained you just now. I hope you all might be getting it. So let us begin with the questions based on the bar graph. How would you choose a scale? Scale I have chosen by watching the numbers or the number of children given over here. That we can see maximum numbers are having scale of 5, 10. That's why. So if I am taking the scale of 5, then my bar graph or the graph book would be whole occupied, or I will find the lack of space over here. So that's why I'm taking the scale of 10, so that I can easily mark in a single page each and everything. As you can see, till 150 it has been marked in the question. I hope you all might be getting in. On that basis I will choose the scale. How would you choose the scale? My scale is, what is the scale, friends? Scale we are getting over here is 1 centimeter equals to 10 children. This is the scale I have taken. I hope you all might be getting it. So this would be the answer for question number 1A. Now let us begin with the B. Answer the following questions. Which questions? Let us see. Which class has the maximum number of children? Which class has the maximum number of children? We can see from here also, from this digit also we can see, and from the bar graph also we can see and get the idea. So in which class the maximum number of children are there? We can say in 5th. Maximum number of children are there. Maximum number of children are there. And minimum is also told in 10th. Minimum number of children, in bracket you can write 80 are there. Here also you can write in bracket 135. So in this way we have answered for both the questions. Yes, so let us begin. So friends, if you like the content, don't forget to share and subscribe to my channel. So let us begin with the part 2 or the second question based on this bar graph only, which is to find the ratio of the students ratio. Most important thing we need to know, that value of ratio can be changed. So let us try to solve and find the answer based on the ratio. Over here, find the ratio of the class 6. How many students are there in class 6? 120 are there. So 120 I have written. Ratio means ratio sign is like this. To the students of class 8. Class 8, how many students are there? 100 are there. They both can be cancelled. How? Basically we should cancel and get the idea. 0 0 cancels. So 12 and 10 is left. They both come in the table of 2. So 2 6 are 12, 2 5 are 10. So this is the ratio. So this is the final answer, or we have found the ratio for the question that is being asked. I hope you all might be getting it, friends. So friends, if you like the content, don't forget to share and subscribe to my channel. So let us begin with the next bar graph. That is the last question of the video. So let us try to solve it over here. The performance of a student in first term and second term data is given. This is the double bar graph, and it would be difficult for me to draw over here. Then also we'll try to draw over here so that we can get the idea that how to draw. So let us draw basically with first axis. So I have drawn the axis, that was y-axis. I think my line is little bit, my line is not straight, as you all can see, because it is difficult for me to draw a straight line over here and get exactly as I have drawn straight line in the last question. Then also it is almost okay, we can say. This axis is we know that this is x-axis and this is y-axis. We all are familiar with that. And this point is O, and arrow like this on both the sides should be there. Now afterwards, what we are going to write, friends? We are going to write about the scale. Scale over here on the topmost side. Scale. What would be the scale? 1 centimeter equals to, what we can say, 1 centimeter equals to 10 marks. That should be the scale we can take. I hope you all might be getting it, friends. So in this one, on the top right side of the bar graph, we can write the scale also. I hope you all might be getting it, that, and the scale is written over here, you can see. Now what are the things that is to be left? So let us begin with that. I am writing the scale. This is 0, then it would be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 and 80. In this way it would be there. So here I am going to write about subjects. Here it is written, so I am finding lack of space, that's why I am not able to write over here. Subjects here it would be, and here we will write about marks. So I am writing about marks over here, and we'll put the arrow like this. I hope you all might be getting it, friends. This is marks. Again I am writing in neat and clean handwriting so that you can find it easier to read it. These are the marks. As you can see over here, it is already mentioned. So I am erasing so that you can get and see this thing from that paragraph only. Now we need to draw for English. So I am drawing for English. 2 would be there. How? Here English I am drawing in center. Why? Because 2 data based on the English is to be given. So first I will draw 60. That means it would be writing somewhere in between 60 and 70. In this way I can draw. For first year I am drawing like this, and for second year he has scored 70 in English. In this way the bar graph can be drawn over here. As I am not drawing straight line because it might be difficult for me, then also let us try to draw 67 over here. This way it would be 67. So and next it would be 70. Yes, so afterwards we will join over here this line and this line over here, so that we can find it that for the first time it is 67 and for the second it is 70. So I think you all might be getting the idea how to draw. So let us draw for the maths, as we are learning about the maths only. That so let us draw for the maths over here, but the marks are greater. We cannot draw for the maths because it will find the what bar graph smaller for drawing the maths. So let us not think about like that. Let us draw for Hindi only. So for Hindi we can say it would be 70 to 70. That means it's somewhere between 70 and 80. So in this way for 72 we can draw, and next is 65. So for 65 it would be somewhere like over here. Yes, this is for 72. Now for the next term, or for in the next one, he has scored 65. So the line would be like this. So now we'll join and find that this is for 72 and this is for 65. I hope you all might be getting it, friends. This is for the 65. In this way we have drawn for English and Hindi. In this way for the other subjects also we need to draw, and we have to afterwards what we are supposed to do, we have to make 2 designs while, so that we can illustrate that it is for first term first. So for the first term I am making this type of design, and for the second term I will make dots, dots and dots. So afterwards we can write in the corner that bar graph showing dots is for the second term. Here as it is written, for the first term it is in yellow and for the second term it is in green. So what we are supposed to write, first term I have drawn like this, and for the second term I have drawn like this and this. So this is for the second term and this is for the first term. In this way we can write. I hope you all might be getting it, friends. In this way we are supposed to draw the bar graph. I think you double bar graph. I think now you all must be clear that how to draw double bar graph in the bar book or the bar graph notebook. So let us begin and try to solve the sum based on it, as bar graph is already drawn over here for our convenience only. Now let us answer the first question based on the in which subject has the child improved his performance the most. That means from first term to second term the marks are improved more in the numbers. So what we can say, that I can see here how many marks are improved. We can say 5, 3 are to be improved. We can see over here that here improvement is 3 marks, and here decrement is to be there of 7 marks less. Here plus 7 marks we can say. In maths he has scored 7 marks more, here 4 marks and here 2 marks. So we can say in maths he has scored or shown maximum improvement. So by this we can say that in maths child has improved his performance the most. In maths the child has improved his performance the most. I hope you all might be getting it. In this way you need to write for the first sum. So let us begin with the second one and see what we are going to get the answer over there. I hope you all might be getting it, friends. So if you are capable of solving by your own, pause the video and try to solve the remaining two questions based on the bar graph by your own, as I am solving over here for you only. In which subject is the improvement the least? As we already seen that in one subject, in Hindi, was his performance or what output has degraded, but it has not been asked over here that improvement. Here improvement is been asked, not the decrement or the performance gone down. So this is the basic thing you have to keep in the mind while solving, as you will be confused over here. Here it is talking about improvement, that means from that the marks should be improved only, not degraded. We don't have to see about the degraded. Here 3 marks were improved, here -7, here 7, here 4, and here 2 we can see. So in social science we can say, in social science the improvement was least. The improvement was the least. I hope you all might be getting it. So let us begin with the next sum, or the third sum for the day, or the last sum based on the bar graph. So friends, if you like the content, don't forget to share and subscribe to my channel. And now if you are capable to solve the last sum by your own, pause the video and try to solve by your own, as I am solving over here for you only. Has the performance gone down in any subject? Yes, we can say that in Hindi the performance has gone down. In Hindi, the performance of the child, the performance of the child has gone down. In this way we can say, and we have answered and solved each and every bar graph. That means today we have completed 4 bar graph, friends. So friends, if you like the content, don't forget to share and subscribe to my channel. And for thanks for watching you